So people coming from the north would know that Haji Ali being completely jammed, and then the way back from Kemp's Corner completely jammed. We had to wait for Batul Mukhtiar, the filmmaker, the director of Kaphal, and also wanted to wait a bit because we didn't want people to trickle in once the film starts, which still might happen. But we'll start the show this afternoon. Good to see so many of you here. I'll quickly introduce the program. We have a year-end special at the THEfdZONE for children, especially for children. We have two films here, both made by the Children's Film Society of India, CFSI. The first is a 5-minute film made in 1957 called Bachchon Se Baatein. This is where Pandit Nehru is talking to a bunch of children, and in the group of children is a small Rajiv Gandhi, and talking about why you need to make film for children and why the films that you see otherwise are not necessarily good for you. Therefore, we make films for you under the CFSI. It's a charming, delightful 5-minute film which will be followed by Batul Mukhtiar's Kaphal. This film has recently won the main award, the Golden Elephant, at the recently concluded International Children's Film Festival at Hyderabad. So we are delighted to screen this film for you here, and Batul and the crew members will be here to talk to you after the film. I'd just like to invite Batul to introduce the film to you. Thanks.
This is a 90-minute film. It's been shot in Uttarakhand in a small village in Garhwal. It's a very special film. We've been screening it, not too many screenings, but yeah, several screenings across the country. And I think it's a film that both adults and children enjoy. So I hope you like the film. It's a 90-minute film, and we'll talk about the film once you've seen it.
Thanks a lot, Batul. Wonderful to watch the film. I'd also like to invite Vivek, script person and camera person of the film. Gurpal Singh. Is there anybody else you'd like to call?
Pinaki is there from CFSI.
Pinaki, please join us. So congratulations and thank you very much. It was a delightful film. Great to watch, and I'll open it up to you. So let me just start, Batul.
Yeah.
Really nice to finally get to watch the film. I've missed every screening that has happened in Bombay before this. Tell us a bit about the process of working with real actors, real children, and real people who are not actually actors. Must have been quite a process.
Except for the children, there are no real actors. I mean, there are
I meant real people,
not real people. In the sense, all the people are trained actors. They are all from NSD, but they integrated so well with the location and the film that, in fact, a lot of people thought that at least some of the people were from the village. But apart from the children, all the adults are actually actors. And except, of course, the people who we've used in the background and all of that. But yeah, working with the children, these children are from the village, and they don't have any, they've never been to a theatre. They don't have any cinema halls for about 400-500 kilometers around them. So they've seen a bit of films, of course, on television, as and when there is electricity, which is very rarely. So, and they had absolutely no experience with stage or anything like that. So it was actually, for me, that was one of the most rewarding parts of the film, to work with the children. We started by working with we'd sent out forms to their parents saying that we were going to do this and if they'd like to participate, and 90 children came on the first day. Out of the 90, 45 ran away on the first day itself because their mothers had forced them to come. And out of the 45 who stayed, about 35 stayed with us till for the next month, till the end of the workshop. And we've used all the 35 children in the film. The main 5 children, in fact, we chose or we finalized 10 days before the shoot. So even like about 12 days before the shoot, I was almost in tears because I was wondering whether we were taking too big a chance with these children. Because till day 10 or 12, they were not even able to come up on a stage and say their names, you know. They just sort of duck like chickens and whisper their names in their chests. It was not that they were shy, they were very naughty children, but they have a particular idea of what a teacher is. And of course they saw me as a teacher and they behaved accordingly. So till that barrier broke. But once that barrier broke, then they started, they just took off.